If you plan on doing a pop-up, this is what you need to bring with you. Water, business cards with all your socials, cash change, QR codes for payments, a card reader. I recommend the square one for Apple Pay and Google Pay, plus card. Bags to put people's purchases in. A battery pack, tissues. Also get a wagon from Walmart for like $48. Sunscreen, especially if you're outside. Also a handheld fan if it's hot. I just don't have one. And a vending buddy. If you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comments.
So you're doing your first pop-up and you're not sure what to bring. Let me help you. It doesn't matter what you're selling, you need a good tent. I do know that everything does add up and your first market could be really expensive, but take it from someone who used their tent one time and it broke on the first market and had to buy another one. Just invest in a good one the first time around. You need some sort of table or something to put your product on. For me, I do night markets, so lights are a necessity. You also should have something to hold your cash. I wouldn't recommend just putting it in your pocket. That could be really dangerous. Tape, scissors, pen, you never know when you're gonna need it. And if you're feeling fancy, maybe a bungee cord. I use the square reader system. It's super helpful. It tracks really well. Venmo offers like free stickers and stuff, so I put one on the back of my card reader. Something everyone forgets, but stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. My biggest tip is to label everything. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can write on a sticker. You can write on a piece of paper. It doesn't matter. But people don't always want to walk up to your booth and see what you're selling, so signage will be key. This is a banner available on TikTok Shop. I've had it for almost 2 years. It is the best banner you will ever get. Not a necessity, but bags for people to shop. They tend to buy more if they can have something to put it in. Always remember your hand sanitizer. You don't want to get sick. There's lots of germs. This is my Ryobi inverter. It's used to power my light. It will not power super high voltage items, but it does the job, and I can also charge my phone and square reader. Obviously, there's lots of other things that you need to bring to the market, but the first one you do does not have to be complicated. As long as you have a tent, something to put your products on, something that says what your products are, and cash to hand back, that's pretty much all you need. Do not overthink your first market. You got it.
I definitely know a thing or two about markets, so let me help you prepare for yours. Whether it's an outside or an indoor vendor show, small or big, here is the breakdown. First things first, I need you to understand that your first market show will always be the most expensive one. You need to get all the essentials, right? So you need your tent. 10 by 10 is the standard. Little beach wagon will be your best friend, trust me. Carrying everything by hand is a mission. Try to get there as early as possible for you won't be so stressed out. You can have a friend or family member be with you, that's even better. Can't recommend these stretchable tablecloth more. As soon as they get dirty, you could throw them into your washer. It's super easy to put onto. Also, make some space in one of your tables for a checkout section. This looks more professional, and truly I feel like I get the best results with that. Now in your checkout section, this is very important. The essentials are of course your thank you cards, your cup care cards, your payments. I personally use my square. Believe it or not, a cash box. That way every single one of these items I'm talking about, I have a link to my Amazon storefront. I'll organize for you. Your cash box, please make sure to have at least $100 in change. Actually be surprised how many people randomly pay with cash. Paper bags are amazing. They're very sturdy, and always try to make a sticker of your logo. I made these stickers with my Cricut. Dimension and height on your table is so important too. You want things to be very appealing to your customer. These little acrylic stands are super cheap on Amazon, and they look great on the table. I also linked the tents that have the walls because unfortunately we cannot control the weather. It could be beautiful and sunny, and it could be pouring the next minute. I've learned my lesson many times. Always have plenty of signage around your whole booth. Always try to make it easy for the customer so they can know exactly how much everything costs. Some customers are extremely shy, and they're even embarrassed to ask you how much the pricing is. Just have it all laid out there in front of them. Your best friend is going to be double-sided heavy-duty tape. Tape down every single sign, every single bowl for things won't move around. Now let's talk about banners. This is so important as well. I truly think banners just bring everything to life. I always get mine from Office Depot because they have a really quick turnaround time. You can always get them online or in different places. Get bright and fun, and make sure you have all your socials on there. Remember, these vendor shows are not only for selling, they're also for networking and marketing, of course. Now, depending on how big the event is, depends on how many tables I'm bringing. It's a really busy all-day market. I'll definitely bring all 3 of my tables and do like a Z layout. If it's a smaller event, I'll definitely just bring out one of my 8-foot tables. So depending on how long the vendor show is, I like to take about 10 products per hour. Prepared for any type of weather. Learn to wear less makeup and just embrace my natural beauty. Bring lots of sunscreen. Also link these super cute hooks. You definitely hang like tote bags or shirts around your whole booth. Again, just making your booth feel more homey and definitely more inviting. So I know this is my super cheap and last minute banner that I made over the weekend. Guess what? It's in my craft room. So let me know if you guys have any other questions. Whether this is your first event or your 100th event, always visit the vendor show before applying for one. Remember, you got this. Good luck.
7 essential items to your pop-up shop. Number 1, a wagon large enough to hold all your tables. Number 2, weights for your tent. Number 3, table covers. I suggest having at least one of them with your logo on it. These ones are fitted and really help with the wind. Number 4 is hand sanitizer because you are meeting a lot of people and some do still pay with cash. Number 5 is a card reader. I would suggest splurging for the tap option. Number 6 is our fixtures, which consist of a pegboard stand, garment rack, frame stands, and bag stands. Number 7 is a business card. You'd be surprised as to how many people still ask for them. If you found this helpful, please save this post and give us a follow.
You asked for a checkout tour, so you got it. With the lovely sounds of the city streets behind me. I'm usually not this old-fashioned, but we take note of our transactions in guest checkbooks. For bags, we have them pre-filled with business cards. I love displaying featured stickers of the day. And of course, I deck out my credit card reader in the pinkest of pinks. And not just any business cards, embossed business cards. I turn these brand illustrations into table runner. With this kiosk, it is business in the front, party in the back. Because it is chaos there, with everything that I need that no one needs to see.
Prep with me for 2 upcoming pop-up shops that I have this weekend. Here I'm using my pop-up checklist that I made. It's a digital download that you can download and print as many times as you want. I'm using it because I haven't done a pop-up in like 4 months, so I kind of needed a reminder and I wanted to make sure I have everything. So the day before a pop-up or the week of a pop-up, I make sure to do a mock setup like this at home so that I know how I'm going to set up the day of so I'm not stressing. And I want to see if I have enough inventory to fill my table because I like it to look full and of course have enough to sell. Once I have everything organized the way that I like, I take photos and I reference it on the day of so that I can remember how everything goes on the table. And then I'll also load up the car the day before so that I'm ready to go in the morning. And all of this prior prep just helps me feel at ease and prepared and just ready to take on the events.
As a pop-up vendor, there are some things that you should do and some things that you shouldn't do. Let's start off with an example what you should not do. This is Vanessa. She owns Mas Amor and she's a permanent vendor at the Goddess Mercado in East LA. Notice how she's sitting all the way at the end of the shop. She didn't greet me, she didn't smile, she didn't introduce herself, and she's scrolling on her phone. Let's leave this behind at our 8 to 5. Now let's look at an example of what we should be doing as a pop-up vendor.
Hi, is this your first time at the Goddess Boutique?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Well, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. This is Mas Amor Boutique. Today we're having a sale because it is a 2-year anniversary. Let me know if you have any questions with sizing and I'll be more than happy to help you out. I'll let you take a look.
Thank you. And that's on good customer service. Bye.
Hi besties, here are some tips/tricks that I learned or wish I did for when I had my pop-up event. So first, the event coordinator had 2 different spots. They had premium and like regular. I paid for the premium because I wanted the advantage of being in the front where people could find me easier. The pricing for premium also wasn't that different from regular, so it was worth it. I made sure to promote on my Instagram that I was going to be at this event so people knew in advance. And for the first 10 people, I posted that they would get a free rose just to encourage people to come look at my booth and maybe buy something. For my banner, I got it from Canva. I'm not too sure on the sizing, but the quality was really good, so I recommend it. And the pricing was not bad. Since I was doing bouquets right then and there, I wanted to entertain people so they weren't just watching me or felt like it took so long. So I had my iPad with my Instagram so they can scroll through my account and see my work and what I usually do since I was only doing small bouquets in the moment. These were my prices for my flower bar. It was really cheap. I tried to keep it as low as possible because I wasn't worried about profit. I just wanted to get my name out there and have an experience with people. I also had a cempasúchil since it was the season and sold it for cheap too. For the pre-made bouquets, my priority again wasn't profit, so I didn't do any count bigger than 25 and also sold them as cheap as I could. I wish I would have done a lot more pre-made bouquets and maybe priced them a little bit more, but it's whatever. I had a success anyways. And I just know I'm gonna get questions about this flower stand. I got it on Amazon. Girl, you can get everything on Amazon, even a new man. I'm just kidding. I wish. But you can search up flower stand on Amazon, and this is the one I got. It's really easy to set up. It's durable. And it could fit, honestly, a lot of flowers, so I recommend it. I'm not sponsored, but Amazon, if you want to sponsor me, let me know. Here's how it looked at my little booth. It was so cute and aesthetic. I wish I would have taken more business cards. I would have handed out a lot more if I took more. To me, everything was still very successful. I sold out. I made a bouquet with like the little extras and sold it too. So thank you, God. And it was a learning experience, so I loved it.